Well, hello everybody out there in YouTube land. I hope you're all fine and dandy and everything is going in your preferable direction. I just thought I'd come on here because it's kind of obvious that I haven't been putting many videos up recently, and there's a reason for that. And the reason is that we haven't really been doing anything, nothing exciting. And even though restrictions were lifted at one point, and still are to all intents and purposes, there still wasn't a lot that we were doing that was kind of groundbreaking. Not that we do groundbreaking stuff anyway, but there wasn't a lot of stuff that we could do to sort of, you know, that would qualify being worth videoing and then putting, you know, on the channel. So sadly, we've not really done much videoing. In the early days, I know that I was getting them out there. I was pumping them out left, right, and centre with the, you know, when the lockdown was at its worst. And then it sort of petered off. It kind of, you know, it just tailed off. And the reason for that was that you know, I didn't really want to become repetitive, and that was what we were kind of in danger of doing. So there are things that are going to be happening that are exciting. I'm hoping to get away this weekend to camp with the boys, so there'll be a video from there. So it'll be myself, Damon. It should, well, yeah, it'll be myself. It'll be Damon. It will also be Rick and hopefully Joe. Not sure whether Austin's going to make an appearance. We'll have to wait and see. But definitely there will be myself and Damon, and I'm sure Rick will be there, and hopefully Joe will. I know that they're talking about a lockdown in London at the moment, so I don't know whether that's going to impinge him going or not. Hopefully not. But we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. So that's something to video. That is one, you know, piece of footage, or some footage that I'll be able to put on the channel. So that's good. Exciting. What can be done that's exciting? Oh, there is one really exciting thing. Now, I always propose that you should rescue a dog, and we're still in the process of looking for a particular dog to rescue. We do want to get another lurcher at some point. That's great. We're already registered with Greyhound Rescue, or Greyhound Lurcher Rescue Centre. Sorry, I found my tongue. So they're keeping us in the picture, and even though I advocate that, you know, rescue all the way, and I still advocate that, there's one dog that I was after for a long time, and, you know, I have put my name down on rescues. A rescue hasn't become available, or when they do become available, there's such a long waiting list that they're snapped up right away. So I've gone out and I've put a deposit on one. I'm buying it, actually, obviously, but I'm not going to be collecting it for probably about another 5 or 6 weeks. And it's a whippet. It's actually a whippet. It's a little boy. He's very cute, and I can't wait to pick him up. He's going to feature in the videos an awful lot, because the intention behind him is, the thing with Lily is Lily's great, but she's the greatest dog ever. But the thing with Lily is she doesn't really like being, she's my dog, but she doesn't really like being separated from the family. So if I go out camping or what have you, and I have tried to take her with me on occasion, and she doesn't really like being out on her own with me. I mean, she's fine with me, but, you know, she doesn't really relish being separated from the family, and she kind of gets a little bit anxious about it because she absolutely adores and idolises the children, probably more than me and Hazel do. But, yeah, so she's not really a with dog can travel sort of dog. So the whippet that I'm getting is, it'll be with me continually, and there'll be hopefully a lot of video footage of him. So that's good. So I'm looking forward to picking him up. Very excited. But obviously, Lily is a major part of our family, and I've told the kids, look, when we get this puppy, Lily's still, you know, top of the tree. Treat them both equally, and, you know, don't favour one more than the other. One that's being favoured will probably be the puppy. So we're going to avoid that. I've told the kids to avoid that Lily's still, you know, numero uno dog in the house, as it were. But the dog that I'm getting, the whippet, is purely and simply because I've always wanted a whippet, and I'm getting a puppy, or I'm buying one because they're impossible to rescue, because of the waiting lists, and they don't come up that often because they're such lovely dogs that people don't really want to rehome them. Not that that's the only reason people rehome dogs, because they're, you know, because they're not lovely for whatever reasons, lots of reasons. But yeah, so we've still got our fingers out there, or tendrils, looking for a rescue lurcher, another one. And I've got to pick the whip up, as I say, in sort of 6-7 weeks' time. So all good. So there'll be a lot of footage about him. Be prepared to be inundated with Whippet puppy footage and Whippet puppy and Lily footage. I'm sure there's plenty of that to come. That's it. Now, as far as the ghost hunting goes, the problem with a lot of our ghost hunting, and, you know, I've spoke to Gary about this and he agrees with me, is that we pay for these venues out of our own pockets. And these venues, you know, the cheapest one is probably a couple of £100 for an evening. You know, for us to sort of to hire the venue or the haunted property, go in there, do an investigation, it physically costs us a lot of money. And with the way things have been going just recently, with the, you know, we don't know these sort of, what they call it, that is it not what they call it, guacamole situation with closing down certain parts of the country as and when they become particularly infectious. It means that we can't really hire anywhere, because as we're subsidising it ourselves, if we pour a load of money into renting a venue or a property, and then all of a sudden there's bang, there's closed down, we lose all our money and we lose the investigation. So we're trying not to do that. We have got a few investigations lined up that are free, and we're starting one of those in, when is it? October. So there'll be one come up in October on our other channel. But yeah, we didn't want to invest money into it and then have the rug pulled from underneath us and lose our investment. So we kind of haven't been going out and doing as many investigations. We haven't been doing really any, because we don't know where we are. You know, it's all like everybody. It's up in the air. You know, and we moan and we whine about that. But obviously, there's a lot of people out there in a darn worse situation than we are at the minute. So we have very little to moan about. But it does mean that we can't get that footage. So we're trying our best. We're going to get these free ones investigated, and then we're going to get them uploaded to our other channel, mine and Gary's channel, which is Paranormal Elite UK. If you've not been over to Paranormal Elite UK, I suggest you go over there. There's one up at the minute. Gary's let me just explain. It takes to do it properly, and Gary does it properly. Gary's meticulous, and obviously the man works full-time as well. He dedicates spare time that he's got to going through the footage, and it takes a long time to go through many, many hours of footage and then put forward or propose that the stuff that you put forward is credible. So he has to go through it, and he has to listen meticulously, and he has to look for hours and hours on end, going through lots and lots of footage to get the right footage to put together to make a program. So, you know, it's great, and bless him, he's doing that. We've also now got Jason, who's Gary's son. He's taken over the kind of admin, I suppose. He's taken over the Facebook page that we've got, and he's also taken over the information and the press release. We're not that famous, but he's now taken over the admin side of our social media. So he's going to be uploading stuff on to our site, giving people information as to what's going on and what's going on, because I myself just don't have the time. Gary doesn't have the time, and Jason is doing wonders. He's putting it together. He's put some great stuff out there, and you know, obviously, the man himself, Jason, is probably tight for time, but he's doing great. He's doing an awful lot, and we're ever so thankful for that. So that's kind of where we are with that. So hopefully this weekend it will be a lot of fun, I'm sure. I'm really looking forward to it, because it's the first time I've been away since before the lockdown, really. And I did mean to get out there, but obviously with kids and stuff, it's just not as easy as that with responsibilities. And I'm not responsible at the best of times, so I can't walk away from my responsibilities that I do have, be them few as they are. So yeah, it will get back into the swing. The channel's not, it looks like it's come to a full stop. It hasn't, not by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that we're waiting, I'm waiting for the opportunity to do the proper footage to then upload it. We have got things coming up. We're going away a couple of times over the next coming months. So there'll be videos from our travels, providing that we don't have, you know, or there aren't lockdowns in the areas that we're going to, or a lockdown around here that we can't move outside of our town. So we're kind of, we're teetering on the, we're trying to get a fine balance between booking places and not losing money. And I am very tight, as you probably know. So I don't like the idea of losing money. But yeah, so I hope you guys are all doing fine and dandy, and I hope you're all well, and I hope everything is good your end. Thank you all for subbing, and thank you all for sort of staying the distance with us. Things will get better, I promise. We will get more videos out there, and there'll be more opportunities for us to video stuff. I think that's about it. Nothing exciting has happened, as I say, because we haven't had the opportunity like everybody else. But things, now that we're kind of evened out and things are on more of a level footing, there will be stuff that will be uploaded to the channel. So that's really it. So yeah, I'll video this weekend. I'll video some of it, and then I'll put it out as a video up when I get back, once I've done all the videoing or all the editing and what have you. I don't really do a lot of editing, as you probably know. And yeah, that'll be it. So thanks ever so much, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care now, guys. Bye.